Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another stream, a morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live. Man, I'm excited to talk crazy Hugh Jackman Wolverine tease. Frickin' Kevin Feige, Hugh Jackman teaming up to break the internet yesterday. It was actually done because of the tragic passing of Richard Donner, and so I want to explain everything to do with this little tease. But also, ladies and gentlemen, there is some established rumors out there about how Hugh Jackman could return to the MCU, and we're going to break down every social media post that Hugh Jackman has made over the last 6 months. So get ready. It's a Hugh Jackman Instagram type of stream today. And if you're new to the channel, this is what we like to do. We like to just go on Hugh Jackman's Instagram. A reminder that we are starting to do 2 streams a day now and our evening shows. So I will be live with you guys tonight again at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're gonna have a gaming stream on Friday night at 7:30. But you're going to start getting 2 streams a day over here at the Den of Nerds Live. So make sure you're subscribed and all of that good stuff. Okay, let's get into this. And I wanted to begin with this statement here. From Kevin Feige. I saw, obviously, all of the news about Richard Donner passing yesterday. And obviously a very influential person. And just because, I simp so hard for Kevin Feige, immediately my mind kind of went to the fact that he had such a connection to Kevin Feige. Okay, so I want to sort of read this statement that was put out by Marvel yesterday. This is from Kevin Feige. And it's a nice statement, and it also can sort of explain why we think Hugh Jackman posted what he did, and sort of basically just talking about his connection really to this thing, to Richard Donner, to his sort of crazy presence and what he did for, cinema, but also comic book cinema. So it says here, Richard Donner not only made me believe a man could fly, he made me believe that comic characters could be brought to life on the big screen with heart, humor, humanity, and verisimilitude? Holy crap, Feige. Too many syllables and I's in that for the morning. Above all, he taught me that it can and must be done with respect, caring, and kindness to everyone in front of and behind the camera. Dick and Lauren became mentors during my early career and key supporters throughout the birth of the MCU. I owe my career to the way they took the time to nurture and teach a kid from New Jersey who didn't know how to use a fax machine or make coffee very well. I always thought Dick was immortal. I still do. My thoughts are with Lauren and the entire family. Kevin Feige. Pretty cool, heartfelt statement there. And yeah, if you didn't know this, Kevin Feige was an assistant. He came on into Hollywood as an assistant for Laura Schuler Donner and Richard Donner and their production company, and he had a lot of contact with the Schulers throughout the years as he developed stuff. So, obviously, R.I.P. Mr. Donner, you had a hell of a life, and so we'll continue to celebrate that life on down here. And that kind of brings us to this, which is the social media posts made by Hugh Jackman yesterday. Now, this was also done because of the passing of Richard Donner, or at least that's what the explanation for it was later, right? Later revealed to be because of the passing of Donner. Hugh Jackman put this on his Insta story, and also put this photograph of him with Mr. Kevin Feige at who knows when, what time exactly. Anybody know what hat that is, by the way? Anybody seen this hat model before? Don't worry, we're going to zoom in times 1,000 and cross-reference, reverse image search, and contact the FBI and CIA. We'll figure it out. But regardless, I think the thing that's really interesting about what happened when this happened was that it literally just blew up. Like, it blew up all the way. All the usual suspects of insider scoopers and just fan accounts or whatever on social media immediately grabbed a hold of this and talked about it. It was reported on a ton. And so obviously it's an indication that any inkling that Hugh Jackman could be back as Wolverine or be working with Kevin Feige in any way is a big freaking deal. Now, you know, the obvious sort of like don't get too bonered, you know, kind of attitude is that no, this does not indicate anything. This was simply done because of the passing of Mr. Donner, and that may well be the case. You know what I mean? That may well be the case. I think it's important to acknowledge that as a possibility, okay? But you guys will recall, if you've been here for a while, and put a 1 into the chat if you have, if you know where I'm going with this. If you will all recall, there was a time about 6 to 9 months ago when we spent a whole stream talking about the possibility of Hugh Jackman coming into the Multiverse of Madness. And this was because Daniel Richtman, who also just spoiled the entire plot of Spider-Man No Way Home, we'll do a different video on that, Daniel Richtman said that, yes, Hugh Jackman was being looked at for the Multiverse of Madness, and he will be in Multiverse of Madness. Grace Randolph also corroborated that report. And I see all the ones in there because everybody remembers when we went on his Instagram and we were like, yo, look, he's working out right now. He's working out right now. Look, he's eating a sandwich this certain way. Why does he have 3 forks in his hands like that? Obviously, he's getting ready for the role. We looked at everything. We did detective work, due diligence, spy type shit. You know what I mean? We spent hours on it. By the end of it, everyone was like, I don't want to look at any more Instagram, Josh. I don't want to do it. So we stopped. But yeah, so basically, guys, that's an established rumor. In fact, let's see here and let's look at what Grace said yesterday about this whole situation. Okay. So, yes, this is from Hugh Jackman's Instagram stories today. As I told you a while back, Jackman's Wolverine is on Feige's wish list for his MCU multiverse. More evidence Feige might have gotten his wish. She follows up down here by saying, pretty sure small role, not MCU Wolverine. 2, yes, Jackman also posted nice tribute to Donner, whose wife Laura produced the X-Men films, but don't think Feige pick is related. Feige got his start with Lauren, but odd to post a pic of Feige and not Donner, who died, or Lauren, who is a widow. So what she is saying, ladies and gentle beings, is that he posted something separate about Donner, and perhaps also posted about the hype post with Feige because he's personally just feeling hyped up for it and excited about things to come and maybe contemplating, you know, all of the connections that he has to Donner, likely through Kevin Feige. I mean, remember, I think it was last year, there was an interview done where Hugh Jackman talked about how brilliant Kevin Feige is and how he's not a suit and how he snuck comic books to Hugh during the Bryan Singer years because you weren't supposed to have comic books on the set of Bryan Singer X-Men movies because they were serious films. Don't bring those funny books in here. And of course, Feige knew that was ridiculous and snuck Hugh some amazing comics that informed his role of Wolverine. You know, the big rumor out there, and I don't know if this is just internet folklore at this point. We have to track down, and maybe someday we'll get to ask the man himself. But the big rumor and the word on the street is that the hair that Jackman has as Wolverine, that as a PA, that Kevin Feige came in into wardrobe while they were like messing with that and was like, no, this is how you should do it. And that even the hair itself looks the way it does because of Kevin Feige. So what Grace is reporting, suggesting here, is that no, guys, this is not rumor world. Hey, let's just post X-Men stuff because Richard Donner died. What the mother-loving love of mothers is... It's probably Warner Brothers' fault, am I right? By the way, guys, if we don't get those likes up, like, I don't know, what what the heck's going on here? What the heck's going on here? Like, does everybody not realize that we wake up and we do this show at 10:30 every day, and then we do it at 7:30 every day? Come on. What's up with these likes? 135 likes? Can't be. It can't be real. I demand more likes. And if we don't get the more likes, then we're just going to call it a real early stream. That's okay, too. I'm okay with that, actually, too. So, as I was saying before Warner Brothers tried to interrupt us, again, as Grace is reporting, this is not something that Hugh Jackman did because of the Richard Donner situation, but he is instead teasing out, quite possibly, his role in Kevin Feige's Multiverse, and it's likely to be a small role. Now, this makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense for what we think is coming. And everybody, I guess the big discussion here is about him being the MCU Wolverine. Now, Grace says here, not MCU Wolverine. Pretty clear cut. Again, it's just a report, right? She's just an insider or a scooper. This is not the gospel. And she has gotten things wrong before. However, she's not the only one talking about this, right? Another very good scooper was also talking about that, and that would be Daniel Rickman. So let me just kind of take you through my thoughts on this. Then we'll go over a couple other things, then I want to get into Q&A, okay? I do think that there's probably a lot of people that are hesitant to believe such a thing. And to be honest with you, it almost makes me think the situation and what happened with WandaVision could have been something to do with throwing people off the scent. I mean, if you recall back in 2019, there's all sorts of reports and things that we talked about, including Kevin Feige meeting with Sir Patrick Stewart. You know what I mean? That actually legitimately totally happened. And wait, what? What is going on right now with YouTube? Like, are we back or not? Come on, YouTube. Currently signed out? What is happening, dude? I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Let's see. Let's see if this will fix it. Ah, man, I really don't get it. Are we back or no? What the fuck? What is happening? What just happened? Are we still live? Why is this glitched out on me? It's like legitimately glitched the F out. Dude, what is happening? Oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. YouTube, what did you do, YouTube? This wasn't me. This was not me. It's like yesterday what the fuck is happening? Yesterday, we tried to... what? I gotta see what the fuck's going on here. Yesterday, we tried... Oh, it says we're still live. Okay, let me see if I can get in here. Okay, all right. All right, I think we're good. Holy mother of bejeebus, man. It's like Chrome decided to do like a mandatory update and sign me out in the middle of that shit. Okay, anyways. Any freaking ways. Yeah, fucking Warner Brothers. For sure, man. For sure, Warner Brothers. Okay, anyways, let's talk about this. Let me kind of explain my thoughts again. I want to explain my thoughts. Can I explain my thoughts? Is everybody okay to listen to my thoughts? Again, what I was saying was, I think... before WandaVision, honestly, the reports seemed to line up even more. We were like, whoa, that makes sense. That's really crazy. There's some people talking about crazy things even still to this day when it comes to Marvel, when it comes to leaks. Now, this is what I think is very interesting. Back then, there were a lot of people, because it was right after the Rise of Skywalker. Take a little trip with me. Let's speculate on what we think is going on here. After the Rise of Skywalker, I think a lot of folks, especially folks that watched our content, were like, whoa, so leaks can be real. Leaks can be real. I don't understand. Like, I remember a lot of people being like, there's no way that such leaks were real. I just got to take the chat off because it's stuck on this end anyway. There's no way those leaks were real. There's no way anybody would know all that kind of stuff about Star Wars before the movie. And then we were like, nah, bro, we know the whole thing. Here it is. And we're going to go through that same thing with Spider-Man 3 because this leak that Daniel just put out on his Patreon is also corroborated by Grace. Like, if you check this out, she's literally warning people about it right here. So, saying right here, basically, I see some people... Oh, let me show you guys this. We're not going to go over those right now, okay? We're not going to go over the leaks for Spider-Man 3. Oh, there's this chat catching up. Real cool. Regardless, we're not going to go over these leaks right now. I'll do a separate video on them, so don't worry about spoilers. But she's saying here, some people are posting basically the entire plot for Spider-Man No Way Home. It's correct, so careful what you click on. I'm happy to tell you fun stuff like below several days ago, but I think telling you everything is kind of uncool. Okay, so first of all, I don't think it's everything. Just my stance on that, actually, I don't agree with her here, but it does act as corroboration or corroborating to that report that Daniel did. The leak's real. It's more or less what we've been talking about for a long time. Some of the stuff gets cleared up in the leak that he recently did. Again, we'll do another video on that. My point is this. In 2019, rolling out of the Rise of Skywalker, a lot of us were more open to believing the Marvel leaks, and a lot of the crazy things we heard about Marvel, we were more open to and we were more excited to. The boner thing literally threw everything off, and I can't help but think that it was done at least partially to do just that. Think about it. It's the literally only thing. Now, there are people, we get stuff wrong, like, definitely. When you're in it, when you're speculating, when you're thinking about all the different theories, rumors, and things, yeah, you're going to get some stuff wrong for sure. For sure. But the boner thing, I think, really sticks out to people as, like, this clear sign that not only any rumor or leak is probably not real, but even any sign potentially coming from Marvel Studios of such a thing is not real and just there to tease you. That's what I think people think of the boner situation, right? So for me, this is kind of weird because I actually already strongly felt as though Hugh Jackman was going to be in Doctor Strange 2. I already felt that. This is just more of a hint to me that is exactly what is going on. Now, I do not believe that Hugh Jackman is going to be the MCU Wolverine. Okay? I don't think so. I think that your boy Decree from Stranger Things, that he is very likely to be the Wolverine for the MCU. He seems good for it. I think he would do great in that role. But you say, well, but how could we have those two Wolverines together in one movie? Well, bro, Loki episode 5 just showed y'all, or Loki episode 4 just showed everybody that that's exactly something you can do in the MCU, and that's something we're going to see in Loki. It's something we're going to see in Spider-Man. And then, yes, it's going to be something you see in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I also know, too, and I just like to point this out, only because I know it's pissing some people off at Disney and Marvel. And I'm not trying to be that guy because, hey, it's whatever. It's a copacetic thing. I love the stuff. They make the stuff. We nerd venge about the stuff. It's a good relationship. We have a good relationship. However, there's been a shift in Marvel this year. This year, in 2021. There's been a shift. They're super protective of these Disney Plus shows. And Blade for some weird reason. They seem to be really uptight about information and stories about Blade. They seem to be very... I don't know why. But when it comes to their Disney Plus shows for Marvel and the Blade movie, which for now is irrelevant, we don't know why. But Marvel Studios is being a big dick face about all this. They don't want people out there talking about it. They're very upset. I mean, just think about the way that Feige talked about Alfred Molina on the red carpet. It's very clear they're trying to hide stuff and keep stuff from people, and they're pissed. They're pissed that this stuff is leaked out about the Disney Plus shows. They're upset. They're particularly perturbed about some of the information that's coming out about What If, which is why I think now it's time to talk a little bit more about What If and something crazy that just came out and leaked. So let's look at this. Don't sue me, bro. Okay. This is the